Welcome to Beacon. As a part of your orientation, you will receive our safety manual that contains safety awareness, right to know, and bloodborne pathogens. You are responsible to review and comply with policies and procedures contained in the manual. AWARE, a workplace accident and injury reduction program. It is the policy of Beacon Engineered Solutions, Minnesota, to establish a safe and healthy workplace and to promote the prevention and/or elimination of personal injury, occupational disease, hazards, and damage to company property. We must work together to eliminate occupational injury, illness, and hazards. It is simply our individual and collective responsibilities to one another. All Beacon Engineered Solutions Minnesota employees are responsible for promoting a safe workplace. Employees at all levels are responsible for complying with all health and safety standards, rules, regulations, and orders issued by EH&S, promptly advising their supervisor regarding all work-related incidents resulting in personal injury, illness, and/or property damage, promptly reporting to their supervisors any unsafe or unhealthful conditions in the work environment, taking all necessary and appropriate safety precautions to protect themselves, other personnel, and the environment. Our goal is create a corporate culture where safety is a way of doing business, experience no lost time accidents, experience a maximum of 10 recordable incidents per year, achieve a workers' compensation modification factor of less than 1.0, and ensure all employees receive documented safety training. Refer to the safety manual for all safety rules. In this video, we will highlight rules that we are commonly asked about. Footwear must be worn at all times. Reasonably flat, non-skid soled shoes such as work boots or tennis shoes are preferred. No finger jewelry may be worn. No loose dangling jewelry hanging from the body, face, neck, or arms may be worn when working in shop areas. Hair longer than shoulder length must be pulled back into a ponytail. Any ponytail, pigtail, or braid which spans past the tip of your chin must be secured further, such as in a loop or a bun. Clothing cannot be too loose or baggy and must not be free-flowing from the body, limbs, neck, or head. Scarves which wrap around the neck are prohibited due to risk of strangulation. Excessive decorative clothing adornments such as metal rivets or studs are prohibited due to burn from heat transfer risk. Synthetic fiber clothing has the potential to melt, causing burns, and should be avoided. Covering exposed skin may reduce your risk of irritant contact. Safety glasses and eyeglasses must be worn at all times in designated areas of the Beacon facilities. Standard prescription eyeglasses are allowed. However, you may be required to wear standard safety glasses over them if the eye protection is insufficient. Lenses must be uncolored. Standard issue non-prescription safety glasses are available from your supervisor. Earplugs must be worn in designated areas. Earplugs or other hearing protection must be worn if it is specified in the MIM or MSI or requested by the supervisor. If you feel that you need to use earplugs, please do so. Beacon Engineered Solutions, Minnesota provides ear protection at work for all employees. Gloves must never be worn when operating drill presses, milling and tapping machines, or unscrewing tables. They must be worn when working with or around hot areas such as the nozzle, heater band, hot runner, heated sprue bushing, and pencil heaters to protect you from potential burns. Also, they must be worn when removing a hot part, stuck part, or sprue from molds to protect against burns, cuts, and puncture wounds. When gloves are required to run a job, specific safety instructions are included in the MIM or MSI. Earphones and personal radios are not allowed in the plant. Beacon Engineered Solutions Minnesota provides a radio in the production areas. The volume must not exceed a reasonable level. And ladders must be used in any circumstance where reaching from the floor cannot be done safely. This means your feet must be securely on the floor and avoid excessive stretching or reaching for any item or object. Employees shall use a step ladder or stool while setting up injection molding presses or other equipment that require employees to work at an elevated level. Climbing up or down on presses or other equipment without a ladder is a safety violation. Keep your work area neat, organized, and clutter-free. Absolutely no running in any Beacon facility. In order to protect our facilities, equipment, and customer product from damage, we ask that you adhere to the following guidelines. Please use sturdy, spill-proof containers for beverages. Avoid food that disturb those around you, examples aromatic foods, or that might damage equipment or product, contact transfer residue. Dispose of any food and drink related trash before you leave. Users violating this policy will be asked to remove the food and drink from the area. Cords or equipment cords. Those designed to have ground wire connectors must have the ground wire connector intact. If you encounter a broken or altered cord, the cord or piece of equipment must not be used until properly repaired or replaced. The equipment shall be brought to maintenance with a hard copy maintenance work order. Extension cords running on the floor should be securely taped down and covered with a mat. Press or injection molding machine, IMM. Never reach into an IMM until all cam action or hydraulic core pull functions have completed. If the molding instruction manual indicates that the part must be caught, follow the specific instructions. Never put your hands between the nozzle and locating ring. There is also an emergency stop button on all IMMs. Do not place your hands in the clamping unit behind the movable platen when the press is under power. Do not adjust the length of the ejector stroke during machine cycle. Do not put your hands in the feed throat when the press is in either semi-auto or auto mode of operation. In case of emergency at an IMM, push the emergency stop button. On injection molding machines and other power equipment, safety switches, actuators, or guards must not be bypassed or altered in any manner. Never operate machinery without the proper safety guards or when safety devices are missing or not working properly. In the event of missing or non-working safety features, you must notify your supervisor immediately. Do not use any equipment or tools that you have not been properly trained on or have not been given authorization to operate. Beacon Engineered Solutions Minnesota has a written forklift safety program that outlines all training requirements in the work instruction manuals. All employees operating forklifts must be properly trained and have in their possession a valid company-issued forklift license when operating a forklift. All employees must watch for forklifts. Lockout-tagout procedures are in place to require that equipment and machinery be locked out and tagged out whenever accidental startup or release of energy could cause injury to personnel or damage to equipment during servicing, maintenance, or setup. Only personnel authorized to lock out a machine may work on the machine while it is locked out. It is the policy of Beacon Engineered Solutions Minnesota to eliminate or minimize the conditions leading to musculoskeletal disorders. All employees are responsible for following safe work practices and providing feedback leading to improvements. All employees are responsible for identifying and reporting ergonomic hazards. Hazard reports should be provided to a team leader or supervisor. Beacon Engineered Solutions Minnesota is an ISO certified company. Part of this certification is the documentation of employee training and development of work instructions for communicating the many tasks assigned to and performed by employees. Additional safety-related instructions may be included with specific task-related work instructions. Manuals and work instructions are located in our online documents. Accidents and near misses, no matter how minor, must be reported as soon as possible to the on-duty supervisor for an investigation to begin. All reports must be signed by the injured employee or persons involved in or who witnessed the incident. Not reporting an injury in a timely manner may jeopardize workers' compensation benefits and constitutes a safety violation. A near miss is any occurrence or event that could have caused personal injury or damage to company property. It is our policy to provide a safe workplace and to promote safety awareness among all employees. To ensure that safety rules are followed, we have developed a system to provide a warning to employees who violate safety rules. Directors, managers, supervisors, and other persons in leadership roles are responsible for the enforcement of this policy. All employees are responsible for reporting any unsafe act or violations of the safety rules to their supervisor, manager, or director. To help ensure a safe and healthy work environment, all employees have a responsibility to identify potentially hazardous conditions and report these conditions to their team leader, supervisor, manager, director, or general manager. If an employee believes there is immediate danger with continuing an operation, stop the operation immediately and contact the supervisor. Safety committee members conduct periodic plant inspections in order to identify potential hazards, improve safety awareness, and recommend proactive safety actions or initiatives to be implemented. Emergency evacuation procedure was developed to ensure employees know, understand, and can follow the evacuation plan to be used in the event an evacuation is required. In addition, this plan has been provided to local emergency response personnel, so these agencies are aware of our evacuation plan. Procedure describes specific evacuation plan for the 105 Donovan Drive facility. Other BES Minnesota facilities will modify the evacuation plan to ensure the employees are evacuated when required. This policy is posted on bulletin boards throughout the facility. Employees are responsible for shutting off your machinery and auxiliary equipment at your immediate work area. If you must leave without shutting off your machine or auxiliary equipment, please do so. Never endanger yourself or others. Evacuate the building immediately in an orderly fashion. Meet at the designated location and wait for the supervisor to perform roll call. The roll call is vital so when emergency personnel arrive at the scene, the on-duty supervisor can inform them of any personnel that may still be in the facility and may require rescue efforts. You must stay in the designated area unless told otherwise. Remember, for the 105 Donovan facility, this is the rear parking lot across the street. All Beacon Engineered Solutions Minnesota employees will stay in the area designated by the on-duty supervisor or designee. Severe weather policy. Severe weather includes thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings. At the 105 Donovan facility, we have installed a direct paging link from Douglas County Dispatch Center that will announce severe weather conditions that could directly impact the Alexandria area. This warning will be broadcast over the PA speaker located in the middle press area of molding. When an alert is announced, the on-duty supervisor or designee must alert everyone else by using the phone paging system in the plant to move to the designated shelter areas within the facility. This policy is intended to provide personnel at Beacon the awareness of what areas of the plant are designated as severe weather shelters. Review the drawings of our plant and this policy posted on bulletin boards throughout the facility. The shaded in areas are the only areas designated as severe weather shelters. When an announcement is made, personnel must proceed in an orderly fashion to designated areas. The on-duty supervisor or designee will authorize work to resume after the severe weather has passed. Our customers' requirements are not affected by winter weather, and they are understanding only to a point. Customers expect us to meet our mission to deliver exceptional services, engineered solutions, and quality products on time. To help reduce uncertainty, here are basic guidelines to follow in times of inclement weather. If unable to make it to work, Follow attendance guideline found in ERG for BES, Minnesota. Plan ahead. It may be necessary to leave for work earlier than normal to arrive on time. You must use your own judgment to decide if you can make it in or not. Neither your supervisor nor the department manager can make that decision for you. In conclusion, please refer to the safety manual for all safety rules found on online documents. In this video, we highlighted rules that we are commonly asked about.